Now with barriers, this is going to be the last section of the participant profile. This is where we're going to select all the barriers that the participant is currently facing or has faced. So what you're going to want to do is go down this list and select everything that applies. So as you can see, it begins here at A1 and it goes all the way down to W3. So the part that we'll begin on, excuse me, is we'll start with the A's. So the A's will talk about their performance in high school. So are they a grade behind? Have they repeated a grade? Are they low academic performing? So that's anything under 2.0. Are they basic skills deficient? Do they not pass any of the state tests? Do they have a record of excess absences? Have they been expelled or suspended? Have they dropped out? Yeah, if they have, then you put that here and you put the last grade level that they completed. Then you'll focus here with ease. It's going to talk about the family. So is the family environment not conducive to education career goals? Like, do they not care? Do they talk down to the student and don't support them? Did the mom not graduate? Did the father not graduate? Do they not work? Is this participant pregnant? Then you'll select here. If the participant already has kids and they have dependent children, you select here. If they are parenting, then you can click this box here. If they have documented alcohol or substance abuse problems, you can select it here. Do they have any criminal record? Violent? Are they homeless? How many residences have they had in the past year? Have they moved a lot? Have they ran away before? Do they require child's care? Do they need transportation to and from school? Are they in the foster care system? If so, how many placements were there in the last year? So as you can tell from so far, this information is pretty personal, and it's expected that they may be reluctant to give out this information, but just let them know that this information is for JAG, it's for us. This isn't going to be sent to any of the students. So no other students will ever see the participant profiles. And anyone that tries to review it, as far as any government agencies, they do so with permission from JAG in a discreet manner. So then we'll move on to E17, where we left off, and it's are they a child of an incarcerated parent? Do they have one or both parents in jail? Are they the children of migrant workers? Here, from L1 to L10, as you can see, it says LEAP only. If you do not know what LEAP is, then do not worry about it. This does not pertain to you. For the majority of JAG, in fact, JAG Indiana, we do not have LEAP only programs, so we do not worry about this. Next here, we'll focus on the P's and W's, the last two parts. So P1 through P4 talk about the student. Are they special education certified? Do they have IEPs, 504 plans? Do they lack maturity or motivation to pursue education career goals? You can select this for those students who are, not sure what they want to do and don't really care. Select that. Do they have emotional disorders? I've had some students with emotional disorders that really affect their ability to get their education and complete a career. Do they have a disability? Now, with this disability, it would have to be something that's documented. So if it's documented through the school, then you can put that here. So if the student says, oh, I have this, but it's not an actual documented disability, then you cannot put it here, and it does not count as a disability. So P5, if the student has health problems which impair education career goals, you can select that here. I've had a student who had to spend a lot of time in the hospital. So, their health was impairing and did not allow them to complete their education career goals. The W's, W1 asks, are they economically disadvantaged? So are they receiving any public assistance? Are they on welfare, or are they receiving free lunch? Do they have any work experience? Maybe inadequate work experience. Maybe they have worked 3 weeks at a McDonald's. That's inadequate. Maybe they haven't worked at all. Then they have no work experience. And also, do they lack any marketable occupational skills that are in demand in the local job market? So any soft skills, any technical skills, if they have those, great. But a lot of students don't. So if they don't, just go ahead and put that they lack it. And that's okay, because what is the JAG program going to do? Well, the JAG program is going to train them on some of those marketable skills and try to help them out. So once you have gone through these, so again, I know this was a lot to cover, but after you fill out all the information here and the student's identification, mailing address, contact demographics, put in a contact. Then, the next focus was putting in any information, as far as the school work plans, employment data, their current living situation. And then, of course, lastly, then we focused on the barriers. You went from A through W. Let's say you got it all done. All you're going to have to do is select save. Once it is saved, the student information will pop up. As you can see here, I have various groups that I have dealt with. So once you have that information in, then they will pop up in one of these groups. So that's it with ENDMS. Of course, there is a whole lot to do here. You can manage some information, you can review and get forms and data, and do all kinds of data management stuff. Check out the JAG library. So this is an awesome resource. If you select the JAG library resource, then you can get access to more information and how-tos. My strong suggestion is that if you have any questions, you reach out to your regional manager. They're all trained proficiently with ENDMS, or reach out to any other JAG specialists. They're a great resource. In fact, it was a JAG specialist who trained me on how to utilize ENDMS, and so now I'm passing that knowledge on to you as a JAG specialist myself. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me, of course, through Region 4, the data system. You can find me in the Region 4 mailing list in your Outlook. But I hope you are successful. I wish you a successful year, and I hope you have a good time. Welcome.